Yes, sir. Roll number 23.
Yes, sir. May I start?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning,
Welcome
sir.
you. Hello. May I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Welcome of you all to 17th Faculty Induction Program of UGC MMTTC at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. It is my privilege and honor to introduce today's distinguished resource person, Professor Dr. Pravin Yannawar. Dr. Yannawar is a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Information Technology and Director of University Network and Information Center at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Dr. Yannawar is a renowned academic researcher and innovator in the more than 25 years of postgraduate teaching experience. His areas of expertise including artificial intelligence, computer vision, pattern recognition, image and video processing, intelligent interaction system, audio-visual speech recognition, and blockchain technologies. Throughout his distinguished career, he has made significant contribution to research and innovation. He has authored over 35 Scopus Index Journal publications, more than 15 book chapters, presented research at 39 international conferences, and guided 6 PhD scholars to successful completion. His scholarly impact is reflected in his strong citation record and impressive Google Scholar H index. Dr. Yannawar has successfully led and executed several prestigious research projects funded by organizations such as Department of Science and Technology and PM Usha, attracting research funding worth several crores of rupees. His work has also resulted in multiple patented innovation, demonstrating his commitment to translating research into impactful technological solutions. In addition to his research achievement, he actively served the global academic community as a reviewer of leading international journals published by Springer and elsewhere. Is associated with several editorial boards and organized prestigious international conferences in AI and computer vision. Today, we are fortunate to have with us accomplished scholar as an inspiring teacher and experienced academic leader whose insights are surely to enrich this faculty induction program. On the behalf of FIP organizers and all participants, I extend very warm welcome to Dr. Yannawar. We are grateful that he has accepted our invitation to share his knowledge and experience with us. Once again, a very warm welcome to you, sir. You are truly honored by our presence and grateful to our willingness to share your expertise with us. Without taking any more of your valuable time, I am respectfully invite Dr. Pravin Yannawar to deliver his lecture. Sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for this generous introduction. I'm very much thankful to Director HRDC, Professor Mahajan, Coordinator, Professor Abdul Rafi, sir, for inviting me and having me here and giving me this opportunity to have an interaction with you all into this induction program, faculty induction program. I'm sure that I'm with all you young faculties who join the teaching profession, and you are into the early stage of your career. By considering this, I welcome you in the area of teaching, learning, and research. The objective of today's session is particularly about how we can use AI-enabled academic ecosystem for the purpose of improving our teaching, learning, and research for that matter. The basic objective of this particular session today, when I was asked to deliver a session into this particular induction program, I was advised to touch the aspect related to two specific domain, and those are of our interest. First is teaching learning, and second, research. So, and how we are going to use AI tools in our teaching, learning, as well as research. This particular point we will be discussing into this particular session. So before starting this session, there is a small disclosure from my side. Disclosure is I have utilized AI tools, specifically AI tool for preparation of all my PowerPoint presentation. Whatever you are going to see today is all being prepared using the AI tool. So interestingly, if I am utilizing AI tool, that is those we are going to discuss. It's my responsibility as well to let you know how you can utilize. Right, there are two ways of there are two kinds of participants that might be available, that might be here in this particular group. The first is the teacher; those are utilizing the uh, different tools for their teaching learning purpose, and there are some faculties those are still trying to adopt or wanted to present the content before the student in the most traditional form of teaching learning. Particularly those teachers might be from area of mathematics and likewise, right? So particularly for mathematics teachers or for a chemistry teacher, they are most convenient in drawing the equation, or you can say drawing the different diagrams or chain of reactions onto the blackboard, right? But there are some sophisticated tools, those are also available. Those can be utilized for the purpose of making your teaching learning more effective. Uh, Please understand that why we wanted to have a impactful presentation. The reason why that is you should have to connect the student with respect to the content that you have, right? And if it is graphically, if your presentations are visually impactful, it gets easily registered in the minds of the students, and student will get a clear idea about the concept. So by keeping this particular thing in mind, in today's presentation itself, we will be discussing around discussing about number of tools, AI tools that is helping us into teaching learning research. At the end of the day, end of the session, I would love to know the number of the tools that we have explored here into this particular presentation. So we will be discussing all about this AI tool into this presentation. Friends, if you look at our teaching learning entire paradigm, so this paradigm has a shifting. So this is into broadly classified into three shifts actually. The shift number one is the traditional way of teaching learning, which we incorporated uh, into the teaching domain. Largely, specifically, if we talk about last 15 years, particularly that is past, before the inception of this digital transformation. So you'll find that all your graduation or your school studies have been into a very have been influenced by a very traditional way of teaching learning schemes, where the teachers are usually connected with the chalk and board mechanism, and they used to deliver it, the content using chalk and board, and they are very much expressive into that particular domain. So the entire pedagogy was a very passive way of teaching learning. So not so many visuals, right? Not so many illustrations, and uh, you cannot get the copy of what you learned, right? If we compare this into this current present state of teaching learning. So it was completely passive. If you look at the way of knowledge dissemination, it was only one way, because whatever teacher teaches, that is being dictated and that is being taken down by the dodged down by the student into the class, right? There is no formal way of like preparing before sitting into the class, right? So whatever the teacher teaches, the student used to do that. If you look at the research was almost carried out into silos. Manual effort were taken into collection of literatures. People used to visit to the different libraries for collection of the related work, and likewise. So it was completely into silos. Most importantly, if you look at the scale of the curriculum, it was a standard curriculum, but it was like fixed curriculum. So it is not allowing student to think beyond the subject. Whatever it is there, within the subject has to be discussed with the student. Now, but if you look at the past 5 years of transformation, which you find it that a significant digital transformation, and we have all teaching fraternity have shifted remarkably with very short time span, and adapted a digital way of teaching learning due to the surge of COVID, right? Where the entire world stopped, but teaching was live, right? And thanks to the digital transition that is being adopted by almost 100% of the teaching fraternity. And by that, the traditional passive teaching learning is being transformed as a blended teaching learning, where the teachers have adopted learning management systems, by like most of the teachers have followed Google Classroom for uh, teaching learning mm, systems. Okay, that is a learning management system. So they have followed the Google Classroom. There are other mechanisms also, like Moodle is one mechanism which is being adopted by most of the higher education institutes, and free of cost the Google has provided. Now, during the surge of COVID itself, Google has allowed you to go with the meeting. So people have used Google Meet for recording their videos. So like wherever there is a need, people think in a very innovative form, right? So the moment of capturing lectures, the people have tried lot many ways to capture the lectures, and likewise on the same ground, uh, the teaching work is okay, largely compensated, right? But about practicals, then people have thought of developing a virtual labs user by using, which is allowing you to perform simulations at home, right? And those simulations are mobile friendly simulations. So likewise, the entire teaching, the pedagogy has become virtual and blended. If you look at knowledge flow, it is being again interactive, but it has become centralized. From the teacher's perspective, the same knowledge flow has been followed. But the interesting part is the geographic independence we have, means location independence we have. So people, wherever they are, they used to connect to the classrooms, and they start learning. So, but it is completely centralized, although during this particular digital transitions, the research have become more collaborative. The digital repositories have become more stronger, more accessible, right? So this is going to happen with respect to the research. Now, if you look at the scale is accessible, but again, it is more standardized, much like the traditional way of teaching learning. But right now, we are into the shift of third shift, where we call this as an AI era. Uh, AI era where entire education system is being now supported with artificial intelligence tool. So AI tools have been incepted, and you'll find that most of the AI tools have been utilized by many people, right? For the purpose of teaching learning, for the purpose of data analysis, for the purpose of uh, research research writing, for example. Okay, research writing. So we have to now think about the use of AI into this. Now, this has also, this particular phases will also give you the detail about the generation transitions, right? So here in 2030, most of the generations you will be like, you'll be dealing with this is being adopted by whom? By generation Gen Z, right? Or you can say Gen Alpha. Okay, likewise. So you will be mostly, you will be dealing with these generations. So the peculiar characteristics of this particular generation is that this is technologically uh, well acquainted generation. Okay, acquainted generation, like teacher like me who is into who is into Gen X for that particular matter, into the generation of Gen X would be dealing with Gen Z and Gen Alpha likewise. So in my generations, we would be more acquainted with the teaching learning with the traditional HEIs, but we adapted ourselves to deal with the people of Gen Z and Gen Alpha with the technology perspective. So if you look at this entire ecosystem, you'll find that in 2030, we have been surrounded with all AI tools. The pedagogy will be now AI-powered personalized learning path. Whatever the student want to learn, student is having a uh, accessibility of those learning resources for their work. If you look at the knowledge flow, it is co-creation, means like the teacher and the AI tools, they are jointly preparing the uh, knowledge base, and the flow of the knowledge is into that particular form. If you look at the research is being more predictive, more automated and multidimensional because of the power that you are getting using the AI tool. The scale has become hyper personalized and massive at the level. Now, if you look at this teaching learning pedagogy curve, you'll find that in good old days we have a passive lectures. Now the flip classrooms we have experienced into the COVID surge. Then we transform this particular classroom into a project-based collaborative learning mechanism, where most of the learning is through by providing the case studies. Okay, by providing the case studies, then by providing on-job training. This is particularly now has been shifted uh, from a traditional way to NEP 2020. If you look at, right, so old education policy, right? So old education policy to new education policy, NEP. So on-job training we have, project-based learning we have, work-based learning we have. So based on to that, we go with the providing more case studies, more on-job training. Then student participates into hackathon, different number of participations. Then the culture of startups have been uh, increased, and likewise. So project-based and collaborative training we have incorporated. Right. Then now the entire ecosystem of teaching learning have been changed to gamifications. Okay, so people have thought about how checking the attainment, uh, of the student, student engagement during the sessions. So student engagement is being done. Then whatever the teaching learning that is going to happen is being supported with some sort of interactive quizzes, right, just to see that how much content is being correctly absorbed by the student, and likewise. So that is a form of adaptive learning mechanism that we used to see. So this will enable the personalized learning path, continuous real-time feedback about the sessions that are being happen into a virtual mode. So this is the basically mechanism. Now, if you look at the role of the teacher into this modern academia, when we think of 2030, you'll find that previously also the role is not changed, right? And the particularly with respect to teachers, say, for example, from OEP, old education policy, to new education policy, and till 2030, the role is not changed. Basically, teacher has to spend time into the lecture hall as well as to the laboratory study. When you look at the lecture hall, the focused areas will be personalized learning. Teacher has to conduct the sessions, engage themselves into the assessment, see whether the students are having correct learning or not, ensuring the correct learning paths for the student. That is the responsibility of the teacher. But on the other hand, teachers are also involved into generation of the new knowledge. That is the focus area is new discovery, knowledge discovery. Teacher has to undertake various research projects, various publications, and likewise. So scientific writing has become an inherent part of the teacher progress, and likewise. So on the one way, teacher is an educator, and other way, teacher is also a researcher. Now, in order to bridge this particular gap, the AI infrastructure hub is playing an important role. So AI will help you into your management of the day-to-day activities related to your teaching learning, as well as AI will help you out into the research segment as well. Okay. So this is important. So you can, like, this is the dual role that the teacher has to play. Now, in order to achieve perform this dual roles, how AI engines are playing an important role here, or will be a support system to all teachers, that we can see it here. As you all know, that the computer system or any digital system works with the inputs, process. It works with, it's very simple: input, process, right, and output. So in case of AI systems, it is input. This input is given to instead of process, input is given to models, right? And models are being providing the desired outputs. Okay, so this is all about the AI engine that you are supposed to deal with. Okay, so if you look at if you want just to just take an example. If you are a teacher and you want a presentation, okay, you want to prepare a presentation, is there any way to prepare a presentation without spending much of our time into organizing a text, selecting best possible infographics, or for that matter, creating graphics and designing font, designing themes, and likewise. Can it be automated? The case is that it can be easily automated, right? Okay, so in this particular case, whatever the standard curriculum you have, you can integrate that particular standard curriculum with respect to the AI engine, right? Where machine learning algorithms, large language models, or pattern recognition and predictive modeling are being utilized inherently that you need not to see, but they are actually integral part of this AI engine and will give you the mechanism, right? Mechanism of what? Mechanism of slides. If you have a curriculum, they can give you the set of questions. AI engine can prepare a set of questions to you. AI engine can take an exam for you. AI system can grade your students automatically. Okay, so based on to the curriculum, you can do like that. If you look at the research perspective, that you have a large repositories and you wanted to have a summarization of that particular work, it can be easily done by automatic literature review summarization. How it can be done, we will see. How lecture notes can be converted into presentation, we'll see. I'll give you some demonstration on that. If you wanted to prepare a analysis of the students, like performance data analysis and likewise, that can also be done very easily by using the AI tools. If you wish to do that, there are two dual core academic pillars that you are supposed to work with. One is focusing on to teaching learning, and other is on to research ecosystem. Now, if we wanted to discuss it into further more detail, we will see that as an educator perspective, how AI can help me out. AI can help me out into automatic grading of the student, at the same time content translation. If you look at a national education policy, in national education policy, it has been seen that it has been advised that the student should get teaching and learning material into the regional languages. So it is very, very important that you should have an appropriate translation mechanism. In good old days, the concept of translation has been tremendously challenging. Right, there are very few good translators were available. Now it can be easily replaced with the case of machines. So machines can perform a translation. The machine translation would not be 100% effective, 100% correct, but it will roughly make your draft 90% ready into a translated form. So you will have almost 90 to 95% of auto translation, correct translations you'll find. Right, rest 5% scope is that it is left to you, that if you wish to correct it into some specific segment, you can still spend time and correct that particular part. Okay, so in this case, all your natural language processing tools, AI tool, NLP AI tool will help you out. Right, there are certain tools like GradeScope is a tool. There is a AI tool called GradeScope. So this GradeScope AI. Right. So this GradeScope AI tool will help you out in automatic grading of the student. Okay. Then, as far as the content translation is concerned, that you can use various GPT models for translation. So these GPT model will help you out into translated text into the regional context. So the famous GPT model would be Chat GPT, right? Or you can go for Gemini, or you can go with Perplexity, or you can go with the Claude. Okay, so these are Claude. You can go with the Claude. So these are some GPT models available which you can use for your particular translation purpose as well. Now, if you look at student performance tracking, right? Yeah. Any questions you have? Any point you would like to present or share with me?
No, sir. By mistakenly, someone's
Okay,
audio
fine.
is on.
Okay, fine. So these are the GPT models. Okay, for analysis of student performance and tracking, you can still use data analytics for this particular purpose. Now, whenever you wanted to perform data analytics, the core engine is based on Python, right? And there are certain there are certain framework like TensorFlow, right, or OpenCV, right, or you can say NumPy, or you can say Pandas, okay, and so many so forth. There are a number of tools available for the purpose of data analytics, right, that you can easily do. And based upon your criteria, you can actually predict the trend of dropout and likewise. Okay. Now, at the same time, whenever you are into a virtual platform, the way we are meeting right now, if you want to take a meeting notes or you wanted to have an auto translations of the meetings, then you can certainly wish to incorporate some kind of automation here. So there are tool called Otter AI. Then there is one more tool called Notion AI, right? So these tools are allowing you to completely automate your meeting recording. It will prepare the minutes of meeting. It will also automatically identify the agenda based on to the discussion. It will also identify the actionable points uh, from the discussion, that course of discussion that happened onto virtual platform. Okay, so task management is being done, meeting transcription is being already been done, MOMs of minutes can be automatically prepared, right? So this is being possible. Now, if you look at the researcher's perspective with respect to these core engines, you'll find that as a researcher point of view, you need to go with the auto summarization of the text. Then you can have for auto summarization like reviews and all that, you have a size space. Then you have Grammarly. Then you have Gen.ai, right? Then you have all the GPT models at your disposal. There is one more mechanism called consensus dot AI, right? So these are some tools which you can utilize for your auto summarization of the text, and they are based on to natural language processing. Now, if you look at a researcher's perspective, natural data analysis is being done by predictive learning model or statistical recommendations. For that particular purpose, there are various learning models that are being available, like convolution neural network, recurrent neural network, then general adversarial network, hmm, and so many so forth, right? So those soft computing tools are being also utilized for the purpose of data analysis and research analysis. Now, if you look at uh, researchers application point of view, if you wish to incorporate some sort of data, automatic data cleaning, citation generations, and likewise, there are still some ways to go for citation management. So like there are tools available. Uh, those tools are something like you can take it as first tool is Note. First tool is say Manley. Then you can have a Jabref. Then you can have EndNote. right? Then you can have Microsoft Word as well, right? So they are actually citation management mechanism. They allow you to go for those citations. So it is as a point of researcher, right? These tools are available for you to proceed further. So some of the tools that we will definitely see during our demos, it can be easily done. Okay, now let us start with some tools. Right, as I already discussed some tools here. So, but still, there are some specific tools that you can do. Now, as a part of a educator, you need to prepare a content. Now, for generating the content, you have a different mechanisms available, different AI tools available. Say, for example, you wanted to prepare a lecture note, you wanted to prepare an additional references or additional resource, additional concept explanation, documentation, and likewise, you can use GPT models like Gemini, Claude, and ChatGPT for all your content related work. Once you prepare a content, if you wish to make this content visually appealing, then you have a different different AI tools like Canva. You can prepare, you can use Gamma, you can use Notebook LM, right? You can use Gemini, you can use ChatGPT for all your presentation. Apart from that, there is one more tool called Slide AI. So you can use these particular tools for preparation of your PowerPoint presentations, which are more visually appealing to the students. Now, if you wanted to engage yourself into the content suggestions, like auto content suggestions, like the moment you are into the virtual panel of interviews, and you would like to get an suggestion on based on to the content that is being or question that is being asked, then that you can go with the co-pilot mechanism and get those content suggestions so that you can use those particular points on the go, right? So, but in most of the cases, while you are into virtual interviews, you need to share your screen. So, what is on your screen? The people used to see, right? And based on to that, your interviews have been taken. So, but in case of co-pilots, right? So the screen is being shared, the co-pilot responses are not being shared. Okay, now the moment you create the content, next particular task, that is how you can deliver, right? So content creation is the first part into teaching learning process. Okay, second part is the delivery. Now you can deliver this particular content, curated content onto the learning management system, and for that particular learning management system, already discussed, you can either go with the Moodle or you can go with the Google Classroom. So in case of Google Classroom, you can share the content. You can uh, engage the discussion board, okay, and you can also engage assessment, right? And you can use rubrics for the purpose of designing your assessment. Okay, so this particular classroom where you can share the content and content into a very different forms, like teaching learning through presentations, slide notes, book references, right, and many things. So we will see some of the beautiful examples into the management of the classroom during this particular presentation itself. Now, if you wish to prepare a video engagement and you wanted to edit videos, then you have two different tools available called Panopto or OBS Studio. So this will enable you to go with the advanced video recordings and content delivery. Apart from that, there is a tool called Google Flow, or there is a tool called Google Vids. Okay, this will help you into um, video content creation more effectively. If you deliver the content, then next task is to go with the assessment. Third is assessment. Now, if you look at this particular assessment, there are two tools available. One is Kahoot and Quizzes, or you can go with the Mentimeter. There is one more tool that is available, is called as Gradescope. So you can use this Gradescope as well. Now, if you wish to refine the content and likewise, then you can go with the Grammarly, so which will give you writing improvements. But no doubt your writing improvements are also being taken care by your all GPT models and likewise where you can refine. So whenever you are working with the GPT models, you have to work with the prompts. So you have to spend much of your time in writing desired prompt. So the prompt is being provided to your GPT model, and GPT model does the job for you, and it will generate the desired output for your work, right? So irrespective of the GPT models, right? You can replace the GPT model by any of the version like Claude, Gemini, or Chat GPT, right? So here's the prompt is important, right? What prompt should cover, what prompt should contain, right? How effectively you can write those prompts. So for that particular purpose, right now there is a stream called prompt engineering has come into picture. Prompt engineering. Okay, so prompt engineers are now required, because you want AI systems to work for you. So this is being only possible by using prompt engineering by user. Okay, so next to this is, let us just have a quick overlook about the academic toolbox that you have. So we have we have discussed some of the tools on the go, but if you look at the core toolbox, you'll find that for content generation and time saving, you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Quillbolt, or Writeful, these two things. Similarly, one has to see about this as well, this aspect as well. One is, say, for example, your text, or say human text being supplied to GPT model, it becomes AI text, right? And then you can use this AI text to make it more humanized, because now there are engines, those can detect that where the text is humanized or the text is machine generated. Okay, so the clear effort is being taken onto detection of AI text. So again, you need to humanize. Okay, so that one has to see for. Okay, so content generation. For this content generation, leading tool examples would be GPT, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Quillbolt, and Writeful. Okay, then there is a humanized AI also. Humanized AI. So I will just give you one demonstration onto humanize AI as well. Okay, so it will tell you how to detect the AI text. Now, as far as researchers' perspective is concerned, when you go with the data analysis, And then the tools would be, as already discussed, Python is one of the tool. Then there is a R programming. Then there is a Rapid Miner or Orange. These are the tools which will allow you to go with handful uh, data analysis for all your research work. If you look at the assessment, which is an integral part of your teaching learning, in that case, the grade scope, Turnitin and Grammarly will help you out into the assessment and checking the integrity of the content that you have. Okay, now if you look at the discovery of the literature discovery, then you have tools like Semantic Scholar, Connected Papers, Research Rabbit, Site.ai, then SciSpace, Consensus, Gen.ai, and whatnot. Likewise, so apart from these tools, will just write some more tools as well here. That is called SciSpace, Gen.ai. Then there is Consensus. Okay, likewise, these tools are also available for you. Okay. Now, if you look at the visually appealing presentation as such, then in that case, for visual presentations, you have uh, Canva, you have Beautiful AI, Slides AI, Tableau, Power BI. Apart from that, there is one more called Notebook LM. Okay, there is one more called Gemini. So these are also available to you for all your purpose. Fine. So this is about the academic toolbox that you are supposed to deal with. Now, as I said, that if you look at the teaching learning mechanism, then our teaching starts with the lesson planning. Then we prepare the contents. The time we go with the lesson plan, we generate a structured lesson plan. It is being aligned with the learning outcome, program outcome, right? That is particularly this lesson planning that we use to perform with respect to the guidelines of outcome-based education. Say, for example, OBE, right? So which is allowing me to set my program objectives, my learning objectives, right? Then it will tell us what are the learning outcomes, and you are supposed to map all these with respect to your lesson planning. Okay. Now, based on to this particular lesson planning, you go with the content delivery, content creation and content delivery. So for content creation, you can use multimedia visual aids for all your preparation of content. So you can use AI for creation of multimedia content, creation of PowerPoint presentation, setting of the question papers, and likewise. Then you can go with the after content delivery, you have to go with the assessment. Now, for the purpose of assessment, there are two ways of doing it. One is MCQ based assessment, and second is that MCQ based assessment can be done by using your quizzes, live quizzes you can do within the classroom. You can do like by generation of polls. Okay, generation of polls based to the questions likewise, or you can provide them a test, a surprise test at the end of the class by sharing the link onto the Gradescope from the Gradescope, and likewise, so assessment can be done. Then based on to the assessment, if you think that the student needs additional support, so you can provide them a chatbots wherein they can push their questions and get their answers based on to the doubts they have, or you can provide them a adaptive learning paths by creation of customized customized course GPT model. Okay, so this course GPT model will be acting as a virtual tutor. Virtual tutor. So we call it as a virtual AI tutor. So this tutor will be uh, with you in your uh, classroom, digital classroom, or else you can take this way that this AI tutor will be with the student for all the journey related to your course. Fine. So this is possible. Then the last point which comes is talks about the feedback. Okay, because whenever you perform this meticulous work, it is always expected that you should get a feedback. Right now, the feedback is for some kind of improvements that are required, or you can see how much you reach to the student based on to their feedback. So for the analyzation of the student feedback of the responses, you need to define the tools. So for getting the feedbacks, the most common method that is available is using Google Forms. You can take a feedback. Okay, Google Forms, you can take the feedback, but the important is these feedbacks are important for improving the overall strategies of teaching and learning. Okay, so if you look at this particular case, the content generation has played an important process. Now, if you look at the kind of content generations, uh, uh, content generation is a collaborative process, right? So teacher uh, not only the teacher, but there are some AI tool that also contributes into the development of the content. Previously, in good old days, the time we were into actually I was into my undergraduate studies or into the postgraduate studies into 90s particularly. There the content generation was very limited, right? So the content means like this, the teacher prepares the notes and the notes are only being distributed. And all content delivery was onto the uh, classroom with the chalk and board, so that kind of way. So but now in case of this digital transformations, you need to use some sort of AI tools for the generation of the uh, content. Okay, so you are the human experts. You have some text with you. You have some text with you. Say, for example, you have some a brief lineup or layout of the content that you wish to represent before the student. Okay, so in that case, you can prepare. So this is something that you have a content with you, you have a content and you wish to bring this particular content before the student. So this particular content is being given to these models like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude model for preparation of structured syllabus, or based on to the prompt, it can prepare the syllabus, or it can prepare the question bank, it can prepare the rubrics, or it can prepare the case studies or the role of the transcripts that you prepare. Okay, so here, this particular demo will have a demo here, and I'll let you know about how you can prepare an AI tutor which will help you into your classroom. But before going into this, let us have a problem statement first, so it will be clear to you all. Okay, now what is AI tutor? AI tutor is particularly is particularly customized GPT model configured for the student needs with respect to the course. Okay. For the purpose of customized GPT model configured for the student's needs with respect to the course. So it means that this GPT model will not be like any other GPT models that are available, right? Because if you look at the responses generated by the GPT models, they might be beyond the course curriculum. So in such a cases, it will be very much difficult for student to get to know about the other related stuffs. Okay, so we can use this particular, we can prepare this particular AI tutor for the purpose of our class. Now, in this case, if you wish to make this particular AI tutor, then what are the prerequisites that you need? Okay, in our this demonstration, I'll let you know how you can use your Google Classroom, which you almost used Google Classroom, right? And your virtual and your AI tutor, Google Classroom and your AI tutor will help you out into overall your teaching and learning. Okay, so this is the basic tool setup we need. Okay, these are the basic tools that we are actually required. So Google Classroom, and we will be using a AI tutor, and this AI tutor is being prepared using a Gemini model. Okay, using a Gemini. So we will be having a tool basket like this, and outcome is going to be our AI tutors, right? So here the important point is, which you need to say is this, that this Google Classroom is becoming platform. This Google Classroom is platform. Gemini is GPT model. Okay, and AI tutor is your virtual assistant. Okay, so in short, the need would be something like this. That for a course, take a case for a course of let's say 4 credits, we need to spend 60 hours. Or for specifically 2 credits, we need to spend 30 contact hours with the students. Okay, so but beyond this particular 30 hours where you interact, you spend with the student has an access to the entire world of knowledge by means of internet. Okay, so student can come prepare and do this, right? So students have lot many avenues open for getting the required content. So student will not wait for the teacher those 30 hours to have an interaction. Okay, so in order to support this virtual assistant will be made available to the student needs 24/7. Right, whenever student seeks the supports, they can seek the support related to the course and subject likewise. Okay, so for this, what you all need, right? For this particular mechanism, what you all need is this. First, you have your curriculum of the course. Once you have a curriculum of the course, second point of which you need is if you have ebooks, particularly license free. Why it is so? Because if it is license free, then you are free to use. If they are not license free, then in such cases, copyrights can be one of the issue. If you have a curriculum, that is fine. That is required. Ebooks, that is required. If you don't have ebooks, right, then you can use Gemini to refer in the whole internet, whole world knowledge base for generating the responses. Okay, and third is you need to have a prompt. I'll let you know how you can write the prompt. And fourth, integration with classroom. Okay, fourth is integration with the classroom. Okay, so with this particular ingredients, we can easily configure the virtual assistant or AI tutor into the classroom. Okay, so let us go back to the demonstration segment. So are you ready with this demonstration? Should we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me show you some of my classrooms. Okay, so that will help you out. That will give you an idea that this is how it actually works. Okay. So because we understand the concept, if we have examples with this. Okay, that is more, then the entire course of discussion will be more closely. Okay, now look at this. This is my Google Classroom, and this is one of my classrooms. Say, for example, so this is called Internet of Things is my classroom. Right here, you'll find that there are teachers, right? There are assistant teacher. Okay, then there are students almost here. Okay, so I have prepared this particular class. Onto this classroom, what I can provide is I can provide all my classworks related activities. So these are my classworks related activities. Okay, I can create what I can create. I can create assignment, I can create quizzes, I can create question, I can push a question, I can give a material, I can use the post like this. Apart from that, I can use notebook LM or same for my particular need. Fine. So this is how I can do. So now what I'll quickly look at, Gemini. Okay, I'll just change my space. Okay. So when you click onto this Gemini, you'll be having this kind of interface. Okay, what is this? This is all about the queries that you can follow. Okay. Now it has this Gemini will work into 3 modes, right? Flash 3.5 is almost immediately giving you. If you use this into a thinking mode, it will utilize it for a complex problem. If you use it as a pro, it will go with the advanced mathematics and course. Okay, so and just going with the flash kind of thing. Okay, what you all can give you here, what you can do is you can give everything here. That you can upload files, you can upload add from drive, you can go for guided learning and likewise. Okay, now I did not configure anything, so by that I can easily say that, okay, I want to learn Internet of Things. Please let me know the steps. Okay, now this particular answer is not personalized answer. Okay, this will be general perspective. But just imagine that if you could restrict this particular reference into a specific context, right? Say, for example, it will say first is understand the core concept, then understand sensor, actuators, microcontroller, gateways, likewise, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? These steps it has given. Okay, so this is what is the response that you generate from. But if you, the moment you want it to be more specific, what you can do is here you'll find that into your account there is a GEMS. Okay, GEMS. Okay, so this gem. So click onto this gem, you'll find that you can, the moment you click onto the gem, you can create a customized GPT model for your work. Okay, so here, the moment you create a customized GPT model for your work, you need to write a name of, say, for example, tutor AI tutor for learning, say, for example, French. Okay, AI tutor for learning French. Then this will say, this will describe your gem and explain what it does. Means here you need to specify the basic purpose of this particular gem, that uh, uh, this is AI tutor for learning. Okay, this is a tutor for AI learning French. Okay, now here this description you need to provide. Now the moment you are giving a description here, you need to provide, you need to categorize this particular description into different forms, right? Let me show you that. Okay, what exactly those forms could be. Okay, what could be those forms? Those forms could be just simple, right? Let me tell you that. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, this is what is actually. Yeah. Okay, so this is what. So the moment you go with this, it will be you need to go with first is role and persona. Okay, so this is first is role and persona. You are an French expert. You're a French expert. The way we did it, you are a tutor, right? So it is something like I'll just taken up here. An allied academic tutor specialized in teaching French with basics. Okay, basics to advanced. Fine, advanced French. French. You also know aware with the various certifications accepted worldwide for so please try to understand that how precisely you are specifying the role, that is very important. Okay, so one is role, then what could be the target audience? So we are going to specify Okay, the target audience would be this. Target audience would be naive students wanted to learn French in step by step. Okay, wanted to learn French step by step. Okay, this is what is actually the case. So you need to provide a target audience. Now you need to again specify and provide the scope and expertise. So scope and expertise means the areas, right? So you can restrict usually the GPT models, which I have already just see it here, where okay, somewhere I have just shown you the concept, like you just push in the queries and see how it reacts. Okay, so here it is not limited. Okay, so here you need to limit your guidance into the following core areas. One is character sets of French, then grammar, grammars, then that you have to specify that, right? Likewise, okay, most cases, right? Here you can specify okay, punctuations, pronunciation, etc. Okay, now how you conversation flow, pedagogical roles. Okay, so right, that you can decide like how your conversations flow should be, right? So for example, it's like if a student asks you about how to pronounce then to write in French, you should provide correct text in, say for example, Marathi. Since I'm a Marathi, so text in Marathi to understand. Okay, so this is a conversation. Okay, so if it is so, it's like this. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. So default tool is what kind of default tool you wanted to use, like guided learning, deep search, or likewise. So we haven't go for a guided learning. Okay, if you have any files or as such, so you can put. So in this case, in the case of this, please see, we have did not use, but here I have specifically used a course content. So you can add as much as things you can. Like say if you have books, you can select the books from the your drive and bring it into the code, bring it into your gem. Okay, so this is how you can do. So the moment you does this one, okay, so you can just check it. I want to learn how to start. Okay, it's just a testing a model, right? So this is right. So which option you would like to explore first? So this will since I have used like basic character set, alphabet, sounds, and likewise, so I can go with this. I hope you are able to see this and understand it properly. So this is how it can be. Okay. So basic greetings and likewise. Okay. Okay. Greetings. We'll start with greetings. Okay. So this is how it works actually. So now, what I have said, you need to use it into Marathi. So look at here, okay. Look at here, what is now in France, hello is being pronounced, right? Okay, like this. So here it is say French word, bonjour, meaning hello, good morning, Marathi meaning namaskar, suprabhat, and likewise. Okay, how you can pronunciation is bonjour. Okay, so this is how pronunciation is bonjour. Okay, so bonjour. So it has given me English as well as Marathi. So this is how you can see. So in this case, it will give you the additional details how to use the pronunciation, right? So N should be nasal. Okay, Marathitले anuswara sarka. It's like this. Okay, so once I have this, I'll just save it out here. Okay, so I can start a chat. So this will give you a full, hi, I want to learn French. How to start. So this is just like this. It will again give me that particular response. Okay, so this is okay. Same responses. Okay, let's start with greetings. Okay, so though I have and one more thing, like while typing in, if you have any issues related to this, you can like see. Okay. Okay, so it has give bonjour, hi, salut. So this means what? This is into French, this is into French, this is into Marathi, this is into Marathi, right? And the entire text is like this. So this is how it has given me some kind of help in learning this. Okay. If how do I ask what is your name? Okay, now see if this can understand what is in your name in French. It's like okay, comma tapilutu. So it's like it's very easy. Huh? How you can learn is this is how you can learn. Okay, now I wanted to integrate this into my classroom. Say for example, okay, so this is my classroom. I wanted to add how you can learn French. So this is the gem you can do. Okay, select existing. Okay, my gem, learning French, attach. AI tutor for learning French. So I'll say, dear students, if you can use this GPT model for learning French in your free time. Okay, so this is the case. So now I'm posting it to all students. Okay, so the moment I say post, what is going to happen is this. Look at here. So for my student, the French is also being made available. Okay, AI learning for French. Now, in the same way, you can provide them your course content. So for my course, apart from my course, I have added this. So you can add such a interesting and important value add on to your classes, particularly using a simple AI tool mechanism. Okay, so before going to the next, if you have any doubt or questions, let me handle those doubts and questions first, because to the next, what we will do is to the next we'll go with the how we can make an effective presentations using AI tools. So that particular part we will see. But before going to that, let me have any, if you have any doubts related to using the AI virtual assistant into your classroom. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll go with the next topic. Yes. Any questions?
No, sir.
That's fine. Okay,
We
that's
can
fine.
proceed.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, now let us look at going to the next point, that is called notebook LM. Okay, so I will not spend much time onto this now. In case of notebook LM for preparation of content, you can use this notebook LM. So for example, now I have uh, I'm going with this Avishkar festival now, the contents. Okay, so what is with me is this guidelines. Okay, these are the guidelines. This is the logo of the Avishkar which I have prepared. This is the guidelines of Avishkar. This is the logo of the Avishkar. Okay. Now what I am going to do is I wanted to prepare, I imported this and I wanted to prepare a small presentation. Okay. Prepare I'm writing a prompt here. About the event. So based on to the sources, it has does. Okay, the moment it prepares, let us try to discuss what exactly it is. Okay. So Notebook LM is a AI tool available into Google Suite, and it will help you to generate visually impactful elements related to your content. Okay. Now, in order to do this, you need to have a proper subscription of Notebook LM. So it can be accessed by a web link called notebooklm.google.com. Now, the moment you do this, it will offer a window into 3 segments. The first segment is this segment. This is called as the sources segment. Second segment is the chat segment. This chat segment is nothing but the area from where you can give a prompt to notebook LM, and there is a third segment called studio. Now in studio segment, there are number of available options. So total 9 options are available, which is comprised of audio overview, video overview, reports, quizzes, data table, slide deck, mind maps, flashcards, as well as infographics. Now, for example, if I wanted to bring this particular, see, the moment I open this source, you'll find that what I have written is like this. Okay, so it contains 3 pages, right? It has different options like, so this is the case. Or if you wish to see it here, you can download and open this. You can straight away here, you can add source, remove source, and likewise you can do that. Okay, so this is possible. Just a moment, let me have it here like this. Okay, now here you can click onto a mind map. So this will give you mind map. Mind map is a method. Say it is generating a mind map based on 2 guidelines. So it will prepare guidelines. Let me show you that guidelines first. So it will give you a clear idea about what exactly those guidelines are in a simple case. So I have taken this as an example. Likewise, the document, if you have, based on to that, you can prepare. So it has a first objective, it has a categories and labels, okay, eligibility and likewise, okay, registration, process, guidelines for preparation, okay, it has certain points in. So it is a 3-page document, okay. Now based on to this, it will prepare number of things. Look at the mind map now. Look at this. So Avishkar, this particular document has these points. Okay, what is the objective? See, the objective, it has identified the key term. Okay, these are the key terms. Now, if you look at the categories, it has identified the category from the document and it is being listed here. What are the levels? These are the levels. What are the presentation formats? These are the presentation formats. What are the eligibilities? These are the eligibilities. Okay, so this will help you to understand the whole concept very easily. So mind maps are very important as a part of teaching and learning, and you need to prepare these mind maps for the purpose of students. So this has an effective impact for the understanding of the course. Right. So this is the case. So it can be downloaded, it can be modified based on your purpose. Right. So this can be done. Okay. Now, the moment you have a mind map, you create a mind map. Right. Now you can have what I did is I prepared a playbook as well as I prepared the guidelines for this. Okay. Now here there is one more infographics. So infographic also I can prepare. So look at this particular infographic, which is being automatically generated by using this. Okay, look at here. So this is the infographic which is being generated. So this is a participant roadmap to innovation. So this is the entire document is visually compressed into this one pager, and which will contain different number of infographics. Okay, so the whole crunch is being like, this is the student eligibility and registration, what could be it is, what are the presentation formats, right? And all this is being generated. Okay, so this is the infographic. So this will help me to create a pamphlet, or this will help me to create a A4 size page layout, which I can use it for the advertisement purpose and likewise. So no need to go for some designer and likewise. Okay, so this is what exactly. Okay, now if you look at if you look at Avish, if you look at a video, I hope you are able to listen. Are you getting a voice proper?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
So interestingly, point which I would like to tell you is that voice is completely AI. Content is being prepared by AI means only all visual representation is by AI, right? And it is completely based on to the document which I have provided.
So the video's voice is not audible.
Yeah,
Video's voice is not audible.
that is fine. That cannot be actually done. Let me see that. Is it possible for me to uh, have that? Just a minute. Huh? Okay, I did. Are you getting a voice?
No, sir.
No, no. Okay, fine. That's fine. You can experiment it out, but say this is how it can be done. This is how the you can prepare a videos and likewise. Okay, so you do experimentation by that way. You can easily do. I don't have a external mic by which I can you can listen. Okay, but uh, but see, this is how you can prepare a videos. Okay, now if you wish uh, a playbook, a kind of thing, see, this is how a playbook can be prepared. Okay, so this is the complete playbook you have. Okay, now if you want a presentation to be prepared here, so look at here, this is the presentation that is being prepared. So
Sir, this presentation is using AI, sir?
this is AI. I did not used a PowerPoint presentation for preparing this. Na, I did it in before you, na, in front
Yes,
of
sir.
you. I haven't used any PPT models or likewise. Okay, so this is completely AI presentation. So you can straight away you can do this, right? So this is how you can prepare your presentation. As I said, you can prepare your presentation, you can prepare a mind map, you can prepare a playbook, you can prepare a video out of your presentation, you can prepare a mind maps. Okay, so these are different ways to do this, right? Now see, look at, there are different mind maps are also prepared. So this is the posters you want, like this can be done. Okay, now this is one more. Okay, a poster you can prepare, right? So different ways of infographics you can prepare, and for that particular purpose there is only one tool. Okay, right now we have a education license, we do that. If you wish to use it for your personal purpose, right? If you don't have an uh, mm, subscription of the Google, then you can take that particular subscription by just paying a very small amount of money. Okay, so this can be done. So this is how you can prepare all your presentation, infographics, video overview, mind maps, flashcards, reports, and likewise based on to your using Google Notebook LM. Okay, based on apart from this, there are two more tools we have, right? So that we will see through the first. We'll get down to the presentation and then. Okay, so this is what we have seen. Formation inclusion of the AI tutor, this we have seen, plus we have used this notebook LM. We have seen the notebook LM, and the feature what notebook LM can provide is presentation, video overview, then mind maps, right, and most importantly infographics. Okay, so this is what the notebook LM provides. Apart from this, you can go for audio overview also, right? Audio overview also, you can go for audio overview. You can go for reports, right, if required. Okay, now let us go back to the next. Okay, so this is what we have done, right? We have this Avishkar document, 2026 document. This document we have given to instead of Gamma, Canva, right? What I have used instead of this, I have used Notebook LM. Okay, so it has given me visually presentations. It has given me mind maps, right? It has given me uh, uh, video overview and likewise so many so forth, right? So it can be done. So it is specifically good for all your visual representation rapid development. Okay, now here if you look at this, so we have entirely completed our engagement from preparation of classes to the delivery and assessments. So that is being done. Okay, now as far as assessment is concerned, as I already said, you can use this particular Gradescope AI. This will allow you to uh, go for automatic rubric based grading. Okay, so this is also possible. Now if you want to see Gradescope, see, this is the Gradescope website. Okay, so this is Gradescope website. This Gradescope is being provided by Turnitin. Right now, you know the Turnitin is the framework which is very much popular in checking the plagiarism in the content. So it's one of the most reputed tool worldwide. So Gradescope has also provided is being provided by Turnitin. So what Gradescope will do? Gradescope will help you to grade all the subjects. It supports variable length assignments, problem sets, and projects, as well as fixed template assignments like worksheet quizzes, bubble sheets, and examinations. So it is varied of this. Since Turnitin is pioneered in providing the checking the plagiarism, it will also help you in evaluating your document, right? Maybe written, handwritten, or likewise. So the AI models that are available here will easily convert this into handwritten text into the automated text, and based on to that correct is likewise, right? You can check the correct is this, right? Correct is this, partial credit this, so or zero or likewise. So you can push the kind of evaluations you can go. So it is allowing me paper based, also programming project based, likewise. If you look at the physics, the example itself defines everything, right? So this is the 10 point question. Based on to the 10 point questions what student has written, it is being graded automatically. If you look at it is a maths, so for maths kind of question also it is able to assess it. So in law, in usually it is said that no, a computer cannot assess the long text and likewise. So computer can automatically nowadays, with respect to grade scope AI mechanism, you can actually go ahead in assessing the long answers as well. Okay, for chemistry also, it will check. For biology also it will check. For engineering also, this will help to check. Okay, for economics likewise also you can do so. In short, what is the meaning is you can go for using this grade scope. You can integrate all your work into this particular mechanism. So you can get a demo, you can go with the sign up for free and uh, do the assessment. Okay, so this is fairly possible. So using grade scope you can do that. Okay, Grammarly, it will help you to instantly automate the writing evaluation and formative feedback check of your content. Grammarly will do that. Okay, Turnitin, since Turnitin, it is an tool which will ensure the academic integrity by checking the plagiarism and AI detection into the text. So you can use Turnitin for all your scholarly work. Now, if you look at, if you wanted to integrate this, means Grammarly, Gradescope, Turnitin, right, into one LMS learning management system, you can integrate it with Moodle, Canva, Google Classroom, likewise. Okay, so it is equally very important. So second pillar is research. Okay, so till this particular point of time, what we have discussed so far uh, is all about educators perspective. Now let us look at the researchers perspective. Now researchers perspective, this constellation plays an important role. Now what does this constellation means? Constellation means, like, whenever I have a scholarly article, I want to check my I wanted to have a visual representation that how many people have referred my particular uh, work. Okay, so that constellation chart I can go. So based on to that constellation chart, or based on to my paper, how many papers are being derived, that is actually the significance of the work. And this can be done by using a tool called consensus. Okay, so you can go with this consensus and look at how these constellations can be done. Say for example, the this is the paper that we have, right? And with this particular paper, right, how you like, okay, let us go with this, like how you can search it out. Okay, let me, okay, so let me go ahead with, instead of this, let me go to this consensus. Okay, let me go with this consensus. Right now,
Library
what does
automation,
this? Yeah. Any questions?
library automation systems related papers.
Pardon, please. Can you speak little louder?
Library automation systems, sir.
Now, for
It was
library automation, and this is entirely different. Okay.
okay.
Let me tell you one more thing. Huh?
Maybe it's the keyword, sir. Keyword. I speak.
Oh, you mean to say keyword? Okay.
Ah, yes, yes.
Okay. Here. Okay. Uh, okay. But library automation, what does it will give me? It will.
Uh, you,
It
with
will.
using the lab different softwares.
No, no. Let me take you to this way. Hmm?
Okay.
Okay, let me take you to this way. Okay, got me. This is actually the scholarly contribution of an any of the say any of a scholar. Okay, fine. This is okay. Any of
Yes,
the
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right. Okay. So, or you tell me your name. I will just go through the scholar. If anybody want to see like how the constellations appear, you can give me the name. Right. We can see that. Do you have? Can you? Right. If you like, you can push it into chat window. Right. If you have. Okay, so nobody's pushing anything. Let's see. Okay, now let us look at this. Fine. Hmm? Okay, let us look at this particular manuscript. Let's go up here. Okay. Okay. What I will do, I'll just click onto this. So this will give you something. Okay, this is the manuscript, right? Okay, now to this particular manuscript, okay, what I can do is I can see the number of references that a manuscript refers to. Okay, now based on to that, I can go with this particular citation graph, like seed paper I'll provide. Okay, now based on to this particular citation graph, based on to this particular seed paper, right? See, this is review of this particular as a seed paper. Okay, and I can go with this particular sheet paper. I'll click on to generate graph. Okay, get me? Okay, this is one kind of you can say uh, constellation that you have prepared. Okay, now you can previously you can go with this particular citation graph one more time. You put this, go with the search, right, and you can prepare a more dense constellations by selecting the most appropriate.
Only last 10 years, sir.
You can prepare now. You can get those and you can go with this 3 sheets paper and see like how this does. So this is this, right? Okay, this is this. Okay, this is this. Got me? So now, for example, for a research scholar, like say for any research scholar, if you have a 10-15 published paper onto a reputed uh, platform, you can combine, and that to a specific domain, you can combine those and can formulate the constellation. So this constellation plays a important role, and this will help you out into visual representation of the scholarly work that you can do. Okay, so this is possible using a web application website called Constellation. Sorry, Consensus, right? So this is possible using. Okay, this is possible by using Consensus. Okay, done. Okay, so this is a researcher workflow and injection model, right? So we start our work by problem definition, literature review, methodology design, data analysis, manuscript preparation, and publication. This is overview actually. Okay, this is actually our model. So the problem definition and to identification of this particular problems, let us try to work with the mechanism called size space here. right? So this is called a tool which you can use is called size space. Okay, this size space will also help you in auto summarization and reviews. Okay, let me give you that. Let me have a demo of size space so that you can understand it in a far better way. Okay, so this is size space. Okay, so this particular size space, the moment you log in into the size space by creation of accounts, you will be getting some free services, right? Some free prompts. Okay, so what I did, I consumed those free prompts. Since I don't have a subscription of SciSpace, I will not be able to move further. But since if you wish to go ahead, you can prepare at least for understanding purpose, you prepare a SciSpace login and you go ahead with that. Okay, the moment you go with the SciSpace, what you can do is this. If you wanted to perform a review of literature, if you wanted to write a draft, if you wanted to generate diagram, if you wanted to go with systematic review, if you want to search papers, extract data, review writing, report writing, and likewise you can use this size space. You can use the size space for deep research. You can use for management of your citation using Zotero library. You can go with the Mendeley library. You can export that data. You can closely work with the Google Scholar, PubMed, ARXIV. If you want some Python libraries to be integrated, can be done. If you wanted to make a document out of based on to your literature review, likewise, if you wanted to make a PowerPoint presentation, if you prepared your manuscript into a latex by directly conversion, right? If you wanted to go with the some kind of a data visualization, right? Or if you wanted to go with some kind of infographics and more, you can do. Okay, so if you look at for what reason the scholars have used this particular size space, they use it for draft manuscript, systematic literature review, go for a patent search, go for building a website, building a chart, scientific poster generation, and likewise you can run. So this run a task means you can write up a prompt to the size space and get the things done. Now, whereas if you look at the right hand side, what you have got some menus option to work with. So home is home. This is library which you include by yourself. This is your notebooks, right? What you can do, like what you have already been done into the notebooks, that can be done here. Okay. If you wish to use a AI writer for the mechanism, you can go ahead by straightly writing a AI writers. So write a research papers with confidence and powered by AI. Okay, so this is just an opportunity that you can do that. This enables you to incorporate proper citations. This will also incorporate, this will allow you to go with the auto suggestions of scientific writings. Okay, that can be done, but likewise it has to be utilized very sensibly. Okay, so I will not like my point here, important disclosure, my point is to give you make you aware with the tools. I am not encouraging you to use this. Okay, this is the tool that is available. So as far as the use is concerned, the ethical and sensible use of AI tools are being advised to you, that you can do that by your way. Now, for a literature review also, you can go with the literature review. Say, I have incorporated one review here for the purpose of understanding, and this is like this. Okay, so this particular review is being done on the basis of 447 manuscript. It combines those manuscripts into one particular document which can be taken up. So if you wish to see the uh, if you wish to see this what the number of papers, like here all those 20 papers out of this is, you can export it right into a CSV file, Excel file, BibTeX, or likewise. Okay, getting me? So this is how you can actually work, right? So this will take entire change. Okay. Now, if you look at here, the beautiful point is the important point. With respect to journal article, you'll get all the details, but it will give you a insight of this particular manuscript, right? And it is very important. Now, you should understand whether the that particular scientific article which I am referring to is closely related to my work or not. And this is possible only when I go through that particular article in depth and prepare insights out of it. So this will go and prepare the insight with respect to the work. Okay, so you can again go with the last 3 years or last 5 years. So last 5 years, I can put the date like say from 20 to 26. Okay, so it will filter out those. Okay, so it will filter out all those. So it will be this report is containing highly relevant paper from 169 highly relevant papers. Okay, then so if you wish to download it, you can download. So the moment you download it, it will give me a PDF of it, like so save PDF. So I'll just click on to save. Okay, I put last 5 years. Done. So the moment it happens, that I can see this by the way of the download. Just a moment. So here this is last 5 years. Look at here. Okay, so this is actually the work. Okay, this is challenge and opportunities of LLM in low resource languages. This is completely a review is being provided, right? So this is what is all about the listing that you have, all the manuscripts that you are being referred to, and that they are being cited into the text. So this is important. So look at here. So this is style is APA referencing style. Okay, in other word, this is also helpful for me to handle the referencing style. Okay, okay. Say for example, look at this citation generator. Okay, now why this is so important? This is so important because as a scholar, you need to spend much of your time in converting uh, your citation from one style sheet to other style sheet. Okay, say for example, and that too, when we do this, in most of the cases the scholar makes a mistake in converting the citation into appropriate form. Say for example, right now this is the one form of the citation, and I wanted to use say since this is a IEEE citation. Look at this is a IEEE citation, IEEE form of citation. This is the way the reference is to be referred. Now I wanted to convert the same citation in a APA format. Then how do I do that? See, the journal article remains same, but the citation form is being changed. Got it? Now, if I wanted to use it into MLS style, how can I do that? So, yes, definitely it will ask me pricing, but this is how I can do, right? Let's, okay, right. Okay, so you can explore it out. Okay, but this is how you can do. Now, there are other ways for doing it. So, what we did is simply here, we utilize size space for auto summarization and preparing a comprehensive review. This particular part we can see. This is the problem definitions you can check. Okay, more on that, right? more on that, there is a find topic. Okay, so you can find the topic into the relevant area of work. Okay, you can go with the paraphrasing as well. Okay, say for example, you can go for uh, in low resource okay, so you can finding a topic, so I hope it will do. Okay, so look at here, right? Answers from, okay, what are those 5 topics? These are the 5 topics, right? So more than that, it has prepared the number of topics to work with. So this is how you can actually find the topic, go with the literature review, right? And likewise. Fine, this is done. Okay, so there is one more app called Jenny, Gen.ai, and Gen.ai also will help you to go with this, right? So you can go with okay, so you can okay, so you can go with this. Publisher year, last 5 years, impact factor, this to this, consider external sources, library, okay, done. Okay, it does something for you. So it will take certain time for preparation of the content. Okay, so this gen has started doing work, so it has provided you the content, right? So this you need to go with accept and forward. So the read and accept likewise you can do. Okay, so it will formulate the entire thing. Okay, but definitely it will ask you subscription. Okay, so this is how you can go on to scientific writing particularly, right? But this is completely machine based. Okay, and I'm very sure that there are AI tools that those are available, and they can easily catch you there, that whether this is a machine generated or humanized. Okay, so that can be taken up. Okay, so this is slides.ai. This is again helping you to for preparation of slides. Okay, then there is a gamma. See, this is gamma. This is also available for you to prepare the presentation. So gamma is that. Okay, then this is slides.ai. Then there is a Canva, Gradescope we have seen. Okay, consensus we have seen. Okay, done. Size space also we have seen. Done. This is Gen. Okay, so let us go back to this. Okay, then you can easily shift up to your methodology and design, right? So this part you have to carry out. The rest of the AI tools also can help you out into this particular 2 domains. Okay. Now, as far as manuscript preparation, as I'll just have shown you an example, Jenny.ai. Okay, right. So there also you do that. Okay, so you can use AI for that. Then you can use AI for the publications as well, assistance for the publications as well. Okay, so now if you look at this research front end and the work, right? So if you look at uh, scholarly reviews and all that, you have a scientific search, citation mapping, and trend visualization. You can go for consensus, for constellation, SciSpace for literature review, semantic scholars, and likewise, right, you can use. Okay, so tools are semantic scholars, connected papers, research rapid, site.ai, then SciSpace, space consensus, says Jenny, right? Likewise, right, there are the tools. Okay, so what is the impact? It reduces the time that you spent in the survey while enhancing the referencing depth. Now, if you look at the research design and experimentation, right, there are the facilities such as hypothesis generation, simulation based validation, parameter optimization. This can be done. The tools for doing such activity would be IBM Watson. You can work with MATLAB. You can work with AutoML platform. You can work with TensorFlow, Keras, Pandas, and likewise. So many tools are available for you as far as research design and experimentation is concerned. What is the impact? The impact of these tools is it improves the robustness of the design and experimentation cycles, right? So that you can perform those experimentations number of times. Okay, now if you look at evaluation strategy, right? So there are tools and the facilities that you have. As far as data analysis and statistics is concerned, the tools would be Python, R, RapidMiner, Orange for data mining. Likewise, what facilities they provide the facilities like performing different kind of statistical test, that is for the checking or ensuring the correctness of the mechanism, right? Then they will provide you predictions, advanced machine learning modeling, automated data cleaning, and likewise. As far as scientific writing, once you perform the data analysis, you will go with the scientific writing. Now, for writing scientific writing, the tools would be Gemini, SciSpace, ChatGPT, Grammarly, Quillbolt, Writeful. Likewise, what they offer is they provide the facilities of manuscript structuring, academic tone of refinement, automated paraphrasing, and likewise. Now, citation, maintaining the citation is a Herculean task for any scholar, but the serious attempt has to be made by the author. Then there are several tools that are available like Zotero, Manly, Jabrave, uh, EndNote, Turnitin, right? These are the tools; those are available. Facilities like what they offer, that conversion of one citation form into other citation form can easily be done. So this particular concept is also being very much popular as cite while you write, right? Cite while you write. So this will allow you to maintain a repository, maintain library of citation, right? And this is uh, irrespective of geographical barrier, right? And most importantly, uh, you can carry this library anywhere. Because why it is so? Because it is available onto the internet platform. So, and this is not necessarily be a standalone platform. This we have already seen, algorithmic synthesis and deep parsing. So by that way, we have already done with the consensus meter. This consensus website we have seen, SciSpace also we have seen. Okay, what are the way we have explored the tool matrix? So we have also research tool diagnostic matrix. Okay, so this research tool diagnostic matrix also we have seen. Okay, so as I said, uh, as I said, whenever you are onto the virtual mode, you need to use a invisible administrator to track on the communication happening onto the platform. If you look at the virtual platform like this meeting, Auto.ai or Notion.ai will help you out into maintaining the transcription of the meeting. Okay, so this is automated meeting transcription and lecture transcription is being done. Notion.ai will take intelligent note organization, academic planning, task automation. It will also identify the actionable points which can be taken up further. Okay, so this is also possible. Now, if you look at this, there is a friction between ethics, integrity, and biases, right? So, as a scholar, you need to work with the academic integrity. You need to work with the cognitive atrophy, data privacy, and algorithmic biases. This we need to do. Now, whenever you look at the human-centric pedagogy and the innovation efficiency, you'll find that academic integrity plays an important role. Right. In case of innovation efficiency and the AI augmented systems, right, definitely there are algorithmic biases. Biases by that I mean there are the risk of machines in amplifying the historical or systematic biases in the research outputs, right? So this you need to handle properly, right? If it is so, if you did not handle it, it will not be a proper way of analysis for that matters. Now, if you look at ethical risk and AI augmented systems, you need to work with the cognitive atrophy where the danger of over reliance onto the automation diminishing the students' fundamental right of critical thinking and problem solving skill. Extensive use of AI will kill this particular intellectuals ability of the students. So student have to think critically, right? So this is also very important. Okay, so critical thinking has to be nurtured. So what is to be and how it is to be used has to be clearly provided to the students. So similarly, human-centric pedagogy and the ethical risk, if you look at this, then the data privacy plays an important role. Okay, so this is actually the friction points that one has to see during the course of the study. Okay, as we are talking about the AI tools here, if you look at the human in the loop of the framework, you will find that AI generation tools, AI generation tool is not a complete replacement. AI has to be considered to be the support, not as the replacement, because faculty member will remain the domain expertise. Who is giving or who is writing a prompt is certainly an intellectual like you are contributing heavily into the writing prompts. So the moment the prompt writing is becoming so critical, the machines understanding of those prompt and generation of the appropriate results would be largely based onto the prompt itself. So you need to use AI as a support, not as a replacement. So AI will never replace a faculty, right? Or AI is never replace a domain expert. So you have to be very much assured of. You need to, like, the moment you are adopting the artificial intelligence very heavily, you need to always go into the audits of what the generated content, right? Now normally nowadays what happen is we allow UGC has put forward a percentage of plagiarism, right? That okay, anybody who wish to proceed with this less than have a 10% of plagiarism, right? So it means that the serious effort have to be made that the plagiarized text should not be uh, published anywhere across the world, right? So the people are very concerned about the plagiarism, right? Since AI provides you a way of writing, way of the paraphrasing. So still there is a very soon you will find that there is a restriction over the use of AI contents, right? That is being enforced by the universities or higher education institutions. Okay, so this is really very important that you should be very ethical while using the AI tools. You need to provide at the same time, you need to provide the transparent facilities for maintaining the clear syllabus level standards with the students regarding the acceptable use of the AI. So the policies we need to uh, be in place. Okay, there are some pedagogical redesigns are expected into the design of the curriculum, design of the assessments, test, right? Likewise, where minimal use of AIs are being encouraged, right? That sort of designs, or even if we are utilizing a AI, then the statement of the problem should be very different. So students should be very critical enough in writing the prompts in that particular way. Okay, so this you need to understand. Okay, so the ultimately at the end of the this particular session will land up into a point where from a mere content delivery to the manual labor work, we are into now knowledge facilitation and insight generation using artificial intelligence. No doubt, artificial intelligence does not replace the academic rigor, but it definitely helps in scaling it, moving higher education from isolated institution to the connected, cooperative, and global ecosystem. Right. With this particular brief points, I would like to end up my presentation with thanks to you all for your patience listening. My presentation ends here. I'm open for the question answers if you have uh, for me. I'll be very happy to answer those points. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. Excuse me.
Hi, yes.
Sir, I just want to ask one question that here are my students. They usually ask about what are the scope in data scientist or in data analyst. Could you please elaborate these terms? Means
Uh,
data scientist and what is data analyst?
See, data analyst and data scientist are two people. Those are actually looking the data into very close fashion, right? There they need to perform a scientific analysis of data in a such a way that it should generate some sort of inferences. Normally, say for example, you have a large inventory, right? And you need to identify the sales out of those particular inventory. That where does X product uh, when the X products sales have been elevated, right, during the whole year, right? And what are the
Yes, sir.
reasons
Yes, sir.
thereby? What are the reasons thereby the sales have been increased? Okay, right. Or if suppose one particular company come up with the product and wanted to launch the product into the domain space or a space, right? Or onto a e-commerce space, right? Then what are the strategies that they need to adopt, right? So this kind of work is to be done by the data analyst and data scientist people, right? So where the predictions are being done, and there are lot many avenues wherein this kind of work is to be incorporated, right? Now,
All
naturally,
right.
if you look at the present scenario, now people don't want programmers, right? Or people
Yes, yes,
don't want
yes.
to
They want developer.
but people want a resource that can analyze the data, come up with the inference, and decide the strategy for taking decisions, right? So
All right.
thereby
All right.
these students are highly encouraged. But please, mm, make a clear note of this is Merely having a knowledge of data science will not do, unless otherwise they are
All
not,
right, sir. All right.
or unless otherwise they are not exposed to large data sets, different problem sets, problem expertise, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
they cannot proceed further, right? So they need to put the
All right.
serious effort into this. Yes, any further questions, please? Any more questions if you have?
Sir, thank you for your valuable lecture. The many tools you demonstrated, they are all have subscription model, all are belongs to the foreign countries. So my question is, what is the position of India? And what is what is
India is in very good place. If you, I just wanted to show you one point. Yeah, there's a good question from the participant. Go for Google. Go for Sarvam. So this is completely indigenous platform. This is completely indigenous platform, and this particular platform is used very extensively now. Right? India is sovereign AI platform called Sarvam. Right? It is text to speech, Bulbul version 3, speech to text, Saras, right? Documentation digitalization, that is Sarvam Vision, translation, that is called Mayura, right? Many of the applications have been designed. So view all models. So see, these are the models, those are being developed by uh, Indian platforms. Okay, right? These are the LLM platforms. Look at, these are the LLM platforms. These are the speech platform. These are the vision platform. These are translation platforms. All these are open source, right? What you can do is you can integrate this and go ahead. Right, so this is completely a Indian company. If you look at the about Sarvam, you will find that what exactly it is. Right, so this is completely, these are two founders for Sarvams. Likewise, government of India is also promoting the use of this Sarvam AI. Okay, so this is how AI actually, we are into AI space. India is also moving ahead with the AI space with lot of technology disruptions all the way. I hope I addressed to your question.
yes, sir.
Yes, then we'll,
I conclude with a vote of thanks.
yes, please go ahead.
Yes. So good afternoon, participants. On behalf of the UGC MMTTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, I express our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed resource person, Professor Pravin Yannawar, to deliver such an enlightening and thought-provoking lecture. So today's session gave us comprehensive understanding of transformative role of AI in the era of new education policy. You explain how AI be effectively integrated into teaching, learning, classroom management, assessment and evaluation, content creation, manuscript preparation, academic writing. Your guidance on AI detection tools and ethical use of AI in education was especially valuable. The live demonstration of various AI platforms and digital tools was highly informative and provided practical insights that the participant can readily apply in their academic and professional work. We sincerely appreciate your willingness to share your expertise and valuable experience with us. I also extend my sincere thanks to our respected directors, coordinators, organizing committee, technical support team, and everyone who worked behind the scene to make this session a grand success. Finally, I'm thankful to all participants, their enthusiastic presence, active participation, and thoughtful interactive throughout the session. So thank you for all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.